Welcome, Internet, to Bullying People on the Internet Part 2. Today we're talking about this tweet. Well, not mainly this tweet, but we're talking about this person, Walrus, who is a transgendered woman who's into ponies and is also like really political and has a fighting fascism in the Brony fandom since 2021. Her life is basically a mess. And this is a tweet that's admitting to being a pedophile or something. It's really weird, but basically, fuck it, I'm dating Erica Span lol. My bio might say 20 while hers says 17, but I just turned 20 and her 18th birthday is just a couple months from now. I wanted to wait until she's 18, so I wouldn't have to deal with paid accusations, but I just love her way too damn much. Love you, hun. You're saying that you're dating someone who is 3 years older than you, but you don't care because, don't worry, it's all, she's almost legal, so it's all right. I wanted to wait until she's 18 so I wouldn't have to deal with paid accusations. So maybe there's a reason why you'd get paid accusations, you know. I don't really want to give much of an opinion about this, but the thing is that in relationships like this, when someone is 17 and the other person is 20, your view of life is like completely different. And basically, like, one person is in high school, they live with their parents, they're not really sure what they're gonna do in life, and the person who's 20, if they're living like a normal life and they're not a fucking man-child, they probably moved out of their parents' place and they probably have a job in college, university, whatever, etc. They're living a completely different life than someone who is 17. And the reason why pedophilia is a thing, the reason why pedophilia is bad is because when people who are in completely different stages in life are dating, it's simply not a good thing. And I know Google why pedophilia is bad or something, but I don't think it's something that I should explain. But basically, this tweet isn't the main point of the video. The main point of the video is how fucking simple-minded all these people, all these fucking bronies, all these fucking trans people on Twitter are. To the tweet, I just like replied yikes. I replied yikes because I thought that the whole situation was really kind of just hilarious. And by the way, this person, Erica Spanlol, somewhere here, she like admitted that she was groomed. Dating and grooming are two very different things. You're good to go. As someone who's gone through both, anyone who thinks I'm currently being groomed is painfully stupid. I mean, I think if you were groomed, you wouldn't be completely aware of it. I think that's how it works. But anyway, yeah, this situation is a shit show. And the thing that pisses me off the most is how everyone in the comments is like, wow, that's so wholesome that you two love each other or something. Like, haha, yes, pedophilia, let's fucking go. And some of these comments are really like so fucking weird, like they're actually contradicting themselves. Imagine dictating what age gaps you think are not okay or not. Yeah, that's what the law is. And then you're saying as long as it's legal. So do you care about the law or do you not care about the law? Anyway, honestly, I don't give a shit about this situation that much because Walrus as a person is like really immature and basically a child herself. Look at me, I'm respecting transgender pronouns, I'm so wholesome. I showed this tweet to a friend of mine who shall not be named, and he told me that Walrus apparently dated Crazen, and if you don't know who Crazen is, he's basically someone who's been exposed for being a pedophile. Basically what Crazen was doing is that he was talking to young girls online being sexual and shit, and he mentioned it in conversation with Walrus a lot. And so basically Walrus was aware that Crazen was being a fucking pedophile and she didn't do anything about it. They continued to date and she just didn't give a shit about someone being a fucking pedophile. And then later, apparently she tweeted that I knew he did this stuff before we dated, but I had no idea it was this bad. He's saying that this happened, but there's no proof of that, and I don't really like to throw around baseless accusations. So I kindly DM'd her like, hello, someone mentioned that you apparently dated Crazen. I knew the fact that you talked to young girls way before you got exposed. Can you elaborate on that if possible? And well, she didn't reply at all. And I was trying to be like all nice and shit, like I'm wholesome 100, and I didn't get a response. So from all I know, Walrus was aware that someone is being a pedophile and didn't do anything about it. And I'm pretty sure that's punishable by law, that's actually illegal. So yeah, you're very close to being a fucking pedophile, and the fact that you're dating someone who's a child isn't helping that. I got blocked by her because I disagreed with her or something like that. And you know, these people who are like fucking bronies who are like all wholesome and shit and they're scared of negativity, they really dislike opposite opinions. Motherfuckers will tell me you need a therapist. When I tell them what my therapist tells me, they just ignore it. What does your therapist tell you? That being ponykin or loving My Little Pony is not indicative of a bad mental state. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Of course, I'm gonna judge someone who's 20 years old and into children's cartoons of ponies, but I don't really base my whole opinion about someone just because they have a weird fetish. So I'm being a kind person and I'm trying to ignore the bad side of her. So I just asked, what about the rest of your personality? The fact that you're scared of criticism, or the fact that you're dating a child. And then she's like, it's good to address everything about myself and explore my personality. I mean, what else did you expect from a therapist? Did you expect him to say that it's a bad thing for me to explore my identity? If it's a normal therapist who's not a fucking pedophile, then he will probably tell you that pedophilia is wrong. They'll have more patience with you and like really will try to make you understand until you do something stupid. The thing is that she is talking about personality and identity as if it's the same thing. But the thing is that they're not. Like, identity is like if you're into fucking furries, if you're into fucking ponies, if you're trans or something. And personality is literally just how you act, like how you are as a person, how you talk to other people. So I just said personality and identity are different things. And she just said personality is how you express your identity. And I just replied, you must be pretty shallow if that's all your personality is. And then I got blocked and she probably don't care. And a bunch of people just like replied the things that don't make sense. You must be pretty shallow. Look in the mirror, pal, because I know what you call what you're doing right now. But the waters you're standing in don't seem pretty deep to me. Oh, get it, because the water is not deep, the shallow water. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then someone just replied, entertain me by explaining in detail what you believe the difference between a shallow and deep personality. And I just kind of replied that a non-shallow personality would be a personality that's more than you expressing your oh so quirky identity and how you like children's cartoons. And he just like replied, why? And didn't say anything else. So like... I know, like arguing with these people is like basically pointless. It's like one of those vegan stereotypes, like those vegans where they just keep talking about how they're vegan and like how they love animals. I don't fucking know. And their whole personality is being vegan. Like that's the same thing. Your Twitter timeline is literally, okay, some gay shit. Shut up, turf. I'm pretty sure that's like gender related or something, like cat lesbian. Okay. Something about queer people. One tweet that's not about queer people. Political tweet. Political gender tweet. Political gender tweet. Gender retweet. Okay, you support transgender people, you like support like all the fucking weird sexualities, and good for you. But your whole personality is supporting these things, and that's all you are. You're just another voice who has nothing new to say. You're just scared of negative opinions, and you'll never grow if you're fucking scared of negative opinions. Honestly, like if I see this account like hashtag free Palestine, she, her, pony, 20 years old, socialist, pony, that scary woke satanic social justice warrior the media warned you about. What the fuck? Dating someone who's 17. What the fuck is your banner even? Like, that's the gay shit I've ever seen. I'm putting that on the thumbnail. But if I see this account in the wild, I'd be 100% sure that someone is like trolling. There's no way that this person can exist. Your whole life is such a fucking mess. Fix it. Just please fix it. I just love this reply. You're not allowed to call me a man. Okay. I am straight. I'm also a lesbian. Yeah, we exist. The worst part is that it's not some fucking troll account. It's just a child being a fucking child. I guess you can give it to them because they're being children, but you're 20. You're talking to retarded children and you're acting like a retarded child. And that basically sums up the whole, I don't know what you want to call them, but they're gender-related Twitter politicians who are children, and some of them are adults, and the adults act like children, and they're also like into weird ponies and probably furries and all that shit. That's all these people are. They're just circle jerking about the whole my gender is valid or something, and they have nothing new to add to the table. They just want to be right. They don't want to be right. They want to feel like they're right, and that's it. Thanks for watching. I have a Twitter, by the way. You should follow me on Twitter because I feel like I'm talking to myself here. And like the video if you enjoyed, dislike the video if you didn't enjoy it, subscribe if you wanna, and bye. I'm not really into politics, but at the same time, I'm not fucking retarded.